Frustrating news to open this week's Asian Motorsports Hour.
Majority of the teams have requested for postponement of the championship due to the current condition of COVID-19.
But we've got the feel-good factor as we look at the rebuilding of a Boon Siew Honda team looking to reclaim past glories. Our classic race celebrates the new kids on the Boon Siew block, and Wawan Wello leads a yellow charge for Bandung-based SND Factory Duma Sari Rapido Racing. For 5 years, from 2012 through 2016, Boon Siew Honda Racing were the team in Asian road racing terms. Kianari, Aslan Shah, Takahashi, Zakwan Zadi shared 5 straight Supersport 600 titles, winning 27 of 60 races in that period. Then the last round of 2017 saw Boon Siew Honda lose the title at the last race of the year. 2 seasons of frustration followed. But for 2020, a new team had emerged of Helmi Azman, Azroy Hakim Anwar at 600, Izam Iqmal, Idlan Hakimi at AP 250. So what of the future? To help us with that, we've caught up with Zul Helmi Ahmad, the motorsport manager of Boon Siew Honda. Zul, welcome back to the Idemitsu Asia Motorsports Hour. Can I ask how frustrating that period was when you were so used to winning titles and then you became competitors rather than champions? What was the mood at the Boon Siew Honda camp?
Actually, for Boon Siew Honda side, this is like normal circle of motorsport industry. In racing, we have win, we have lose. But the most important thing is we always is to be in the group, in top of group, and we always give a strong fight with our competitor, and we always do for it. Yeah.
Indeed, you were 4th in both of those seasons, so you weren't off the mark. Just looking forward to this season and the announcement that the season has been delayed, how does that impact your racing planning?
Yeah, of course, this announcement about delay of the Asia Racing Championship is plus for us and our riders, because we all have our own target, team target, rider target to step up and to move to next level. And now almost last year, 1 year already finished, then this year delayed, so we don't know in future. So it may affect use of our development program.
Even so, when the season starts, and it is a when, not an if, what are the ambitions for the Boon Siew Honda team this season? Is it a title charge?
For sure, as we know, this year, like for 600 class, we got launched our new bike. For sure, this bike, we have a strong belief that we can fight for the title, and we want to win at least 600 class and 250 class as well.
At 600, you've got Helmi Azman and Azroy Hakim 2020 team. Are they still carrying on for the 2021 season?
Yes, at this moment we will keep 2020 lineup, and for 250 also. But as like I say, this postponed venue of calendar, so effect for our future plan.
If the domestic season goes on as in the Malaysian Superbike Championship, that is probably going to start earlier. We've got no set dates yet. But again, is that part of the planning of Boon Siew Honda this season?
We really enjoy to participate in Malaysia Superbike, because the most important is the category, the spec, and the tire. Almost same follow ARC spec. So we think the championship is getting better and higher level. As we know, everybody know that the MSBK championship is run by one of biggest promoter in Asia for 2 wheels. So I think, yeah, for teams should take this chance to improve and to develop each team target.
Can I just go onto the business side of things? And you had a famous tie-up with one big sponsor. You've managed to tag Idemitsu as a sponsor for this season. What's the secret behind Boon Siew Honda being able to tag these big sponsor relationships?
Actually, Boon Siew Honda and Idemitsu side already tied up with long time in local championship and also in Asia Championship. So we are not only focusing on racing program, racing activities. We also have conduct some customer event, convoy, CSR project, everything. So not only for racing, but for business side and CSR side also we tied up together and very helpful for us, and we are happy with the side.
It seems a very strong relationship. Expect Boon Siew Honda, when the season starts in Asia road racing, to be competitive as they were when they were champions 5 years in a row. Going into today's classic archive, 5-time Supersport 600 champions Boon Siew Honda had gone 28 races without a win, dating back to 2017. Here we reprise how Azroy Hakim Anwar ended that barren spell in thrilling style. 16 riders on the track. It is 10 laps of the 5.54 kilometre circuit. The red lights will go on and then we will be underway. Adam Norridin, that's a super start from Adam Norridin. This was his home circuit for a long time, so he knows the intricacies of this circuit, and he leads superbly going away into corner number 1.
Azroy Hakim got a good start too, but just shuffles back into about 5th position there into turn 1. But it is Adam Norridin, as you said. Ratapong Willarot didn't get off the line very well. Probably his first start on one of these machines for quite some time. Doesn't have quite the torque of the big R1 that he's used to, but we've definitely got 3 fast starters out front. They've already made a bit of a gap on the group behind.
Maybe not. Adam Norridin read that one completely wrong. He has done that hairpin hundreds of times in his early career. Instead, he is now finding himself in P3, and it is Helmi Asman, the man who likes to be at the front, who leads. It was Afif Amran who led at the end of the lap, and Helmi Asman has taken the lead subsequently.
Well, if you think about this time last year, Pirapong Boon Alert was on the start of a massive winning streak. He won 6 races in a row, nearly beat the record, and I'm sure that this man, Helmi Asman, wouldn't mind if we were talking about him in 7 races' time doing the same thing, sideways up the hill. What a great start to the year.
The good news for those who are trailing a little bit is that there is plenty of time left in this race. It's a long race, 10 laps, and if the front 3 are dueling, it just takes a little bit of the edge off them. This time Norridin gets it absolutely spot on, or does he? He gone wide again, Steve Martin. Yeah, just manages to hunker it back in.
And Azroy Hakim's made a move up into 3rd position now. Good decisive riding by him, but it is Adam Norridin who gathers it up as he heads over the line and takes the lead.
Azroy Hakim's got himself up into P3 ahead of Ahmed Afif Amran. Ratapong is 2 seconds adrift of the race leaders. Ibrahim Norridin 3 seconds adrift. As we have a little bit look further down, Yusuke Nakamura comes through. Where's Nakamura? He's in P9 ahead of Najul Izzat. And McKinley Cow Paz on debuts picked up a couple of places in that last lap. Back onto the race itself, and this is a good battle. I'm enjoying this one between Azroy Hakim Anwar, who started in P7. He's got himself up into P3 ahead of Ahmed Afif Amran. It's Adam Norridin who is still leading Helmi Asman, who's manfully trying to hang on to Adam Norridin. I'm a real fan of Adam Norridin. He was involved in 2 races last season with Kazma Daniel that were spine-tinglingly good. But Adam Norridin, the lead is nearly 1.4 seconds ahead of Helmi Asman, and Helmi is under increasing pressure from Azroy Hakim Anwar. You called it very early, Steve Martin. Azroy Hakim is closing on Helmi Asman.
Yeah, Azroy Hakim Anwar has just done his fastest lap of the race at 2:10.1, which was 0.7 quicker than Helmi Asman in front of him. So that battle is far from over at the moment, and the man right behind him on the number 50 machine, Afif Amran, riding for the Blue Gen team, is also right there. So he's also lapping at those similar fast times, and these guys are sniffing a podium as we speak.
So the front 7 are way clear of the next 6, and then Yudhishthira, Ramdan Rosley and Fairozi have all dropped out. It was Fairozi. Oh, and that is a big error from Adam Noureddin, and he is down in the dirt and out of this race, Steve Martin.
Well, we said that you said it right, Des, that with halfway through the race, it's his race to lose, and he's gone and done that. It seems to be a day of days where this is happening. He's managed to pick it back up. Let's have a look. Let's analyse it. He's gone in, tight on the inside there. Oh, he's lost the front early, and just gone out in a fashion that Helmi Asman has gone, did that just happen in front of my eyes? And Helmi Asman is on his way, but Adam Noureddin is okay. He got up straight away, ran straight to the bike, and managed to get going.
Helmi Asman, right, he had a healthy lead against Ajroy Hakim Anwar. No more healthy lead. This is less than 0.4 of a second, and Ahmed Afif Rahman, he has been boosted, and even Ibrahim Noureddin has closed up. So what was a runaway for Adam Noureddin has now become a 4-man race, a 4-man 3-lap sprint to the line.
It's been a long time since one of the Boon Siew Honda racing machines has won a race in this championship, and I tell you what, they're in with a 2 in 3 chance at the moment of winning. So this is going to be a very important race. You can see there the looks on the faces of the team members. No one's smiling and clapping just yet. They know what can happen. And up the inside goes Ahmed Afif Amran. He wants a piece of the action too.
Yeah, Musashi Boon Siew Honda, as was, used to be regular winners of the Supersport 600. They had a fallow season, but now they have a race leader. Ibrahim Noureddin, don't catch him out. Ajroy Hakim is the man who is in the lead. Helmi Asman slides sideways back into second, might be forced wide, so it is. Boon Siew Honda 1 and 2 with 2 laps to go. Ajroy Hakim Anwar leading from Helmi Asman. Afif Amran in third, and not far behind them, just a further half a second down, Ibrahim Noureddin.
But it is the number 20, Azroy Hakim Anua, who was so hard on the brakes into that final corner. Now that was a test for the final lap, and he pulled it off. He also led over the line, so you can see now, but look, up the inside goes the number 50, he takes the lead, and it is Ahmed Afif Amran who's leading this one now on the final lap, Des.
And Ibrahim Noureddin is closing. Helmi Asman in P3, was a leader for a long time, he's in P3. P2 belongs to Azroy Hakim, but the new race leader for the very first time with 5 kilometers to go, Ahmed Afif Amran from the Yamaha Gem Blue Racing Team. Choose any position, any loot as they go around. Azroy Hakim on the inside, they go up the hill. Azroy Hakim, different line from Helmi Asman. Helmi loses P3 and wins it back as Ibrahim makes a look on the inside. We've got a new race leader once again.
We certainly have, and it's Honda out in front at the moment as we start to wind this one down. Line's very important right now, but so is being strong on the racetrack and being very blocking. You can see there, tight on the inside. The very smart line for the number 20 there, but has he gone in too tight? Will he get the drive down this back straight? That's the important thing. One thing's for sure, the man in 4th position will have a good slipstream as they head in here, but it is the number 20, Azroy Hakim Anua, who's doing a good job at the moment. We know he's good on the brakes there. He's hard on the brakes, Des. He's pulled it off and he's got in there nice. Helmi Asman's run wide.
Helmi Asman goes wide. Ibrahim Noureddin through to P3. Azroy Hakim currently in P1. Can he hold it on? Azroy Hakim, it's on the line. Azroy Hakim takes it for Boon Siew Honda ahead of Afif Amran. Ibrahim Noureddin picks up a podium. Helmi Asman in P4. Fabulous. But the wheelie in celebration for Azroy Hakim Anwar. And you're quite right to say Boon Siew Honda Racing are back as winners in the Supersport 600cc. Still ahead, ambitious Bandung-based SND Factory Duma Sari Rapido Racing set their sights on being the best in Asia.
The goal from all the teams is that let's do it regardless of the postponement or the delay of the schedule. You know, on the hindsight, if we can't get all the teams inside, it also makes no sense to run the championship.
Welcome back to the Asia Motorsports Hour. We like to be upbeat and bring good news and good stories on this part of the show, but not such good news to report today. Ron Hogg, the promotions director from Two Wheels Motor Racing, joins us with some pretty sad news about the ARRC this season, Ron.
Not sad, disappointing. Well, I think by now everyone would have known that we've made the announcement of the postponement of the first race. I think it was all a go till about 10 days ago, when number of cases started rising and traveling became a real problem for the Asian teams taking part in the championship. So we had a quick meeting with them, and from the conclusion of that meeting, a majority of the teams have requested for a postponement of the championship due to the current condition of COVID-19. And I think we have to concur and agree that without the teams in the championship, it's pointless running an event with 40-50% of the participation. So we've decided and all agreed that we will postpone the race, and we will announce a new calendar as soon as possible.
So if there is some good news to take, it's a postponement, not a cancellation.
Yes, definitely. I think the goal from all the teams is that let's do it, regardless of the postponement or the delay of the schedule. I think, as I mentioned, it was very positive towards running the event. We've got to thank the Malaysian government for giving us the approval for running this race. But on the hindsight, if we can't get all the teams inside, it also makes no sense to run the championship. And so we'll rediscuss with all the teams again and put up a new calendar, and hopefully by then the situation is much better and we can run the championship.
Some racing that did take place took place at Jerez in Spain, where the fourth round of the MotoGP season got underway. And for Asia representation, Takagami, a fabulous P4 at MotoGP. This kid is going somewhere.
Yeah, he's performed quite well at Jerez, especially. He did reasonably well. I think he matched his best finish in the MotoGP class. He finished fourth last year as well. I think with the current MotoGP scenario, it's all about how quickly the teams can adapt to the tires that they have been given to them. So it's a big challenge for the teams to find the best setup. And as we've seen in the race results, qualifying does not determine what's going to happen in the races. I think Nakagami came really strong towards the end of the race, and if he had a few more laps, he could have been probably on the podium.
In Moto2, not such encouraging news, though. We keep saying Hafiz is finishing races and is getting there. Another P17 out of the points. Should we be encouraged or discouraged?
I think the growth is quite encouraging. He was maybe 5 seconds off from the points. Obviously much better from the first two races. I think probably as well as he gets more mileage on the bike, we probably could see him at the tail end of the points fighting in the next 2 or 3 races. That is his goal at this moment. And hopefully he reaches there and we get to see Hafiz being on the points. On the NTS as well, though, Tiger Harder, he made his start. He finished the race, but at low the points, but good to see him racing. Yeah, I think for Tiger Harder, it's his debut as a replacement rider. He followed his practice sessions, qualifying. He was obviously improving each session. It's not the same bike he uses or chassis at the CEV Championship, so it was all quite new for him. So I think he'll be encouraged that he finished the race, got the mileage, got the experience of being in the MotoGP weekend, and hopefully that gives him something bringing forward for the next CEV races that's coming up this season. For Thailand Somkiat, though, a second did not finish of the season. Just got to finish these races, Somkiat. That's rule number one. Yeah, I think with Somkiat, I think a little bit of pressure now coming for him with Ayogura performing quite well as a rookie. I think it's his second top 10 finish. Somkiat was fast on Friday, reasonably well on some of the sessions, qualified in the top 10. So again, he's just got to put everything together and get the result by finishing the race first. So I think he will face that pressure at this moment, coming from his teammate as well, and hopefully Somkiat rises to the occasion, and quite confident that he can be in the points.
Yeah, you mentioned Ayagura had another high points race, finished in the top 10. Moving on to Moto 3 though, same old story. Andy Gilang finished the race but out of the points. Same question, is he improving? Is this World Championship good for him and Southeast Asian racing?
I think Andy is also doing quite well, to be honest with you. Moto3 is very competitive. He was just out of the points. It's obvious when he was 20-something, now he's into the teens, so probably another race or so, and Andy probably would be able to compete because during practice and qualifying, he's not that far off from the points position. So a good weekend for him will give him the moral boost that he needs and confidence that he can perform at his highest level.
So encouragement, also encouragement for Sasaki, who had a top 5 place. And that is our quick sum up of what's been going on at the MotoGP Round 4 in Jeddah. Indonesia beckons after the break as we head to Bandung to hear more of those ambitious targets set by the SND Factory Dumar Sari Rapido racing team. In focus this week are the SND Factory Racing team from Indonesia. SND Factory Racing announced their riders for the forthcoming Asian Road Racing Championship in January, with Wawan Wello and Muhammad Hildan Kusuma confirmed for the Underbone 150cc Championship. Based in Bandung, Indonesia, SND Factory Racing have brought success to their city in their 4 seasons on the ARC racing scene, with 4 race victories. Yusuf Sutawan is the team manager and joins us today to look ahead to the new campaign. Mr. Sutawan, Wawan and Hildan is a strong lineup. Is this a season you think SND Factory Racing can make it into the top 3 in the championship?
Yes, for sure. We believe we can be in the top 3 for this season. But our main target is being an Asia champion for under 150 class.
So the target is bigger than top 3. Terrific. Listen,
bigger than the top 3.
Wawan Wello in particular has won races already. He's probably the leader of your group. What are you expecting from Wawan this season?
We give him a target to be Asian Road Racing Champion. It is a realistic target for him after see the results when he raced at Thailand in 2018. With the main results we have, we believe he can become an Asia champion this year.
Now, last time you raced, you had 2 different manufacturers of bikes. You had the Yamaha and the Honda, which makes you kind of unique. Is that going to continue this season?
Yes, we continue with one Yamaha and with one Honda.
What is the reasoning behind that?
We just want to tell everyone we can make Yamaha fast and we can make Honda also fast.
It is, but it does put pressure on the pit crews when you are in the garages. You're working on 2 completely different bikes, so that's 2 completely different sets of crews.
No, I don't think so. Exactly, we got advantage from this strategy. We can get 2 data from 2 different bikes, so we can develop some parts to apply to each other. bike.
Yossi, I'm loving the positive attitude here. Are you going to be racing in the One Asia Championship as well, the domestic Indonesian Championship?
Yeah, we only joined to Indonesia Motorsports Championship for this year with Hildan Kusuma.
So he'll be getting experience on the local scene, but your real target is to make yourselves one of the big names on the Asian scene?
Yep, that's correct.
Being the best in Asia is the target, and our classic race featuring SND Factory Racing proves that such ambition is realistic. We take you to Suzuka 2019 and a famous 1-2, Gupita Krishna and Wawan Wello. Enjoy.
That was a good start for a kid from pole position on the outside.
Great start by a kid Aziz. It looks like one of the Yamahas have come up on the inside of him though, and they've gone through to take the lead.
That might be Wawan Wello that out-dragged a kid to the into turn 1.
Yeah, it's always going to happen though, isn't it, with the slipstreaming effect that these bikes have. You can see a Dib Rosley on the orange machine making his way first to Fendi Rosley there too.
Yeah, very good start by Dib Rosley.
And it's Mahendra who takes the lead so far through turn 18. Pretty clear. Look how tight it is through there, Barry. Very, very tight. But it is the number 570 machine of the Yamaha Racing Indonesia rider who is leading at the moment.
Just trying to see who it is on the yellow bike just behind. That's Wawan Wello.
Yeah, also it is Wawan Wello. Wawan Wello is right up there. What a great start for him. Wawan Wello's in that group as well, so good to see him up there. But the 1OX rider up front is doing a really good job keeping things under control at the moment. Ahmed Fazli Sham. It's going to be unlikely that we're going to see a break, isn't it? I mean, everybody's going to be stuck together here. There's not anywhere that they can make a break.
Yeah, and I think if they do get away in the first part of the lap, then probably the slipstream effect is going to get whoever is in the lead sucked back into the I'm going to call it the peloton for now.
It is a peloton too. Akid Aziz up there doing a good job in this group, in the peloton as you like to call it, Barry.
Yeah.
Look at this as they head into the hairpin chicane, 4,
Yeah,
5, 6 wide.
Yeah, that's it. And that, like I said earlier, is just like having to stop in a car park.
And it is, of course, the man who heads over the line, who is Wawan Wello, who leads this one at the moment, but he knows in his heart that by the time he gets to turn 1, he won't be there. Akid Aziz on the number 13 on the right-hand side slipstreams by, as does 46. That's Ahmed Fazli Sham, who's having a good race out there. He's in the lead more than most at the moment. Oh, we've got a faller.
Oh, that's a nasty one.
He looks,
the rider's okay, I think.
Yeah, he's okay, he's up, but as things start to amp up on this final lap, it's Akid Aziz up near the front there now. Things are starting to get serious.
Yeah, and at the front, it's Pirapong again. Pirapong has returned to the front. He's been chased by Fazli Sham, and somebody else has gone down.
Oh, that was a quick crash too. Things are getting serious now on this final lap of 6.
Both Pirapong and Fazli Sham took a look behind them. Experienced, clever riders. Pirapong did a few seasons in AP250s, and there he goes, nice and clean through at the spoon.
Yep, but, he's got a little bit of a gap too, but is that going to be enough? Because as we've seen, this rear straight, he's run a bit wide, he looks over his shoulder, and he's already lost that lead that he had, so he is going to get chewed up by the bunch, and they start to come past. Looks like one of the XOX riders who takes the lead. Is that Trilaksana?
Yeah, number 60, Trilaksana, and Akid Aziz is up in the mix there.
Yeah, Akid Aziz up the inside. So head into the final braking area of this lap. It's going to come down to this next chicane, 3-4 wide, up the inside. Hard on the brakes. Oh, one of the 1XOX teams ride. Everyone's through as they head out now. It's going to be a drag to the line. And they head over the line. What a race, drag race. It is so close, and we have the winner. The winner is Gupta Krishna. Wawan Wello in second position, and 1-2 for the SND Factory Racing Rapido team. What an incredible result. Do you think they're happy?
I think they're happy. Gupita came from 22nd to take another win. The second in succession at this circuit, actually.
Next week, the Idemitsu Asia Motorsports Hour select our top 6 road racing highlights from April. And there are plenty of contenders to consider.